Happy Small Business Week. Actually, this is the last of the series of videos because it's the last day of Small Business Week. Today's topic that has to do with insurance that I think that small business owners should know is about dishonesty coverage. So you're thinking, dishonesty coverage? Well, what does that mean? So there's several different things that can actually happen in a business that could be covered by insurance. Theft is one. And for those of you who actually have money on hand in your place of business, make sure you've got theft coverage, because theft of your business personal property, where somebody comes in and steals your computers or steals furniture or whatever, big equipment for that matter, if they steal something like that, that's theft of property. But theft of money, funds, credit card slips, and things like that actually can be added to your business owner's policy or package policy underneath the property section. And then you also might want to just make sure that you've got enough for whatever you usually keep on hand. So if you're the kind of business that keeps, a considerable amount of money on hand, you might not need just what the minimum is. Maybe they only give you $2,000 automatically and you need $10,000. Some people just deal in more cash than others, or other things that are cash related. So that is theft from somebody outside of the business. What happens if it's actually an employee? Employee dishonesty is also a coverage that can be added onto your business policies. You can add it on for a pretty good amount of money. You can get it on, sometimes they'll just automatically throw some in there, but keep in mind that employee dishonesty may not mean just taking cash off the premises. If you have some sort of product that you sell, when you get the next shipment in, some of it just might disappear. And it might be because you've got an employee who's literally turning around and taking stuff home with them, or it could be that they're actually selling back out the back door. They could be selling cash in pocket. Oh, I'm not ringing this up. I'm just putting the cash in my pocket. So it's important to know that employee dishonesty is not an automatic coverage, but it is something you can add, especially if you are in the kind of business that has any kind of stock. Even if you are a contractor who keeps some parts and things in stock, definitely think about employee dishonesty, because it is something that happened and you definitely want coverage for it. The other kinds of coverage that you might need that have to do with dishonesty is if you actually are in the business of handling somebody else's money. So those folks who are tax preparers, you can get a dishonesty bond. If you are in the actual business of working for people on their money, fiduciary bonds are a possibility. And just a regular dishonesty bond that a lot of times you'll be asked for is if you are in the janitorial that type of occupation. If that's the kind of thing that you have as your business, is you go and clean, say for instance, you go in and clean houses. This is just something that you actually pay for that is going to basically show to the client that you've had some money put aside in a bond form that is going to show them that if something goes missing, there is some coverage for that. Because your regular liability policy, while you're in somebody's house, isn't going to cover if something just comes up missing or stolen, because that's considered a crime. And even though crime can actually have something to do with it, and crime coverage, again, is another way that they cover it underneath the policy. When I say like this, I mean, that's another way that they can term it. They might just call it a crime policy, and it includes all these different kinds of theft. But what I'm saying is these are not normally automatic, or if they are, it may be for just a very small amount. So check that out. Ask your insurance agent, what kind of coverage do I have for employee theft, for outside theft, for dishonesty of, etc. What do I have to take care of me if somebody asks me for a bond? Those kinds of things. Make sure to be asking those questions. Again, if you are in North Carolina and you have a small business, know that you can always contact me, and you've got my information there right handy there with the video. And I hope that this has been of some good information for you this week as a small business owner. If it has, feel free to like or share any of these videos. We very much appreciate that. And again, I just appreciate so much small businesses, not only here that I have the opportunity to serve, but You guys that are out there in the trenches every day, you're the ones that are actually, making America better, in my opinion. But that's me, and I know that that's something that I believe strongly in. But you know where my heart is. Insurance is my jam. You know how to contact me, and hope that this week has been helpful for you with these videos. Have a great one.